Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this week's Baby Soul reading for the week starting Monday, the 28th of October. It's crazy to believe that we're already at the end of this month. It feels like it just began. So today I have another card for you, which I'm going to draw in a moment. But I just wanted to take a moment to see if you can also feel the energy of the land here. So if you look to I'm not sure which side of your screen it will be on. Um, but yeah, just feeling into the greenery that you can see down the side of my screen. I'm in a space where I'm overlooking the rice fields here in Bali and the coconuts and the palm trees, and it's just incredible. So I wanted to share some of that with you guys today. So I hope you can at least sense some of that energy that I'm living in at the moment. It's been quite amazing. All right, so let's get into today's reading. So I've got the Rose Oracle again by Rebecca Campbell. So let's see what card wants to come through today to support you guys with where you're at. Excuse me. So this card is on the bottom of the deck. I felt really drawn to that. So this is, I'll pop it up on the screen for you. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. So I feel like there's so much I could say about this card, but I'm just going to feel into what is the most needed message for you guys today. Sorry. Definitely feeling drawn to the word surrender. I think that's something that we not only don't do enough of, but we don't actually know how to do that. The way I always explain it, I guess, or describe it to clients is it's having an open heart and a soft mind. So it's not about being passive. It's not about giving up. But yeah, I find having an open heart, so you're being guided by your heart and your feelings, helps to guide the way forward rather than trying to control things with the mind. So we can soften the mind in whichever way that feels for you, to do that. And still keep the heart open which means leaning into the uncertainty of what will be, because none of us know, right? Like literally none of us know what is going to happen next. Even though I have a very strong psychic connection to the spirit world, I still don't have any 100% guarantees of what's going to come next. Not only in your journey, but also in my own journey here on earth as well. It doesn't work that way in my experience anyway. So this process of surrender, and I know it can be a bit of a buzzword. I know it's something that can be thrown around a lot, like just surrender. But yeah, I really felt like touching more on the actual process of that. Like, what does it actually mean to surrender? How do we do that? And as I mentioned, the most practical way that I've found to do it, not just myself personally, but also with clients, is to shift that balance of energy. If you see surrender, if you imagine like a seesaw, like those old school, I don't know if they still have them in the playgrounds, like the seesaws where you have like a seat on one end and one on the other and it kind of goes up and down. It's like you've got surrender on one end and you've got control on the other. I feel like trying to control something is the total opposite of surrender. So it's not necessarily about being totally in surrender. I think, that can imply some sort of passivity or giving up. So it's not about doing that. Like, I actually find surrender, as I mentioned, like a very active process to be in. And it's a place that we need to keep coming back to. I don't believe it's a space that we can go to and then stay there forever. I don't believe that our minds are wired that way. And surrender is something that we need to practice when we realize that we're getting really heightened about something or trying to control something, whether it's conception, pregnancy, birth, feeling a strong pull here to mention birth. There is that desire to want to control birth. And of course we can have our desires and our needs and what we want for that. But again, when we surrender into the mystery, which is what this card is saying, surrender into the mystery of that process, that portal, um, surrender into the journey of conception and how that's going to look for you. There's no right or wrong way to conceive. And there's also no right or wrong length of time to conceive or age to conceive. Like all of these beliefs and rules are dictated in many way or influenced by society and other people and all of these things. So yeah, so just can you feel into that space of surrender, even if it's only for a moment? As I said, surrender is something we need to practice. And it's about surrender, I find, is a place of being really open to the possibilities, open to the mysteries, open to the magic, open to all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. As I said, we can have our intentions, we can have our desires, our wants and needs. That's all fine, and we can honor that, and we can be very, very intentional around that. But at the end of the day, what's going to make the process easier for you is moving or shifting more into this place of surrender rather than into a space of control and fear. I hope that resonated with you all today. Let me know. I'd love to hear. Wishing you all a really wonderful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.